welcome back to another episode of State of Glam Atlanta. I wanted to kind of introduce my panel to you guys, but I want to explain to you why I picked certain people or just the panel in general. These people here again are professionals, are we?
Yes.
Okay, I just want everybody to be on the same page. Just letting you know how we feel about the industry and our input and our questions amongst each other's in Atlanta, because most of us are from here. Some of us travel to here. I appreciate you coming, Stormy, from Miami.
Thank you.
She's been by the way of Atlanta plenty of times, all the time. But I wanted, to pick up some topics that's very important in the glam world. It doesn't matter, who we talk about. It's just the whole issue in general. And I don't want no one to take anything offensive or disrespectful, because I feel like everybody's speaking their mind in their own way and how they feel about a topic, and we don't want you to take it personal. We actually want you to take it professionally and just, roll on with it, because I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
Right.
So I felt like today I wanted to ask everyone a topic that you wanted to speak about in the glam world and how you felt about certain things that's going on in the glam world. And a few of you guys already told me what you wanted to speak about. And I wanted to speak to you, Stormy, as well, because you're actually a professional in the industry, in your world of network marketing and everything else that's going on in your life.
All the type of hair types.
And I felt like when you replied on our actual post, and you was like, I want to be at the next one, I felt honored that you said you wanted to come. And I just felt like, it was good to hear someone outside of the glam world, but you are a part of the glam world because you do get your hair done.
All the time.
All the time.
And I change it up all the time.
Yeah, and it's actually one of the topics which we talked about last time, which is what we're gonna start out with because we never finished. I felt like it didn't have closure to it, is basically natural hair compared to wearing weaves, and is weaves taking your hair out because you're wearing a weave. And what was great about you and bringing you aboard was because I remember you cut all your hair off, but you still wear a weave.
Right.
And we want to pick it up from there, and I want to get people's opinions on that. And let's be clear, I just like to touch stuff on TV. I want to be clear about our last conversation was that, you guys were the only two here, last time. Everybody else is new. Well, welcome.
I saw that.
Y'all did?
It circulated on Instagram.
It was very hostile.
But that's what I didn't want it to be.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I didn't want it to be, and I felt like I respect Razor Chick. I say names because I don't do he say, she say. I respect Razor Chick, and I wanted her to understand it wasn't about whether or not weave takes out your natural hair because of this and this and that. It's about the delivery of how you say it to people.
Right.
If your message was better and clear, and that's all we was trying to tell her, because I didn't, that's our sister for years.
Right.
And I would never take anything away from her. I'm fine. She built her brand the way she built her brand. It's just that she just had to understand or know that this is our job. We actually make our money off of weaves and sew-ins and everything else. So we don't want, I'm not going to disrespect anyone that's using natural cuts. Right. I'm not going to say, don't go get a natural cut, right? So being that you cut all your hair off and now that you're wearing the weave, what did you think of?
Well, first of all, I saw the last episode, and I was very intrigued by the hostile environment. But it was intriguing and engaging, and it made me say, this is good, because I am every woman. I reinvent myself literally. Most people take 3-5 years, if ever. I am known to change my hair every 3 months. And what I do is I change my hair based upon what I'm looking to accomplish. And, from the short hair, the short natural cut, to the short boy cut, to the bleaching it, platinum, 613, white blonde, to the lace wig 2 months later, to the finger waves 2 months later, to the sew-in with the weave out. You see right here, all of that. It's like, you can say what you want to say, but wigs are convenient.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe that there's a lot of new hairstyles that have no class and no reverence to the professionalism of what y'all industry is about. I do see a lot of hairstyles just throw on a weave, don't do no condition. What happened to the days of conditioning, putting on a cap and putting some deep conditioner, literally for real?
But I think that was her point.
And forever. I think that's the problem. I think the hairstylists that do sew-ins care about the framework and the foundation of my hair.
Right.
So that, if I had to chime in, I understand how she feels about her passion, seeing that
Right.
people are taking hair for granted. And I know that Indy Irie said, I am not my hair. But I'm sorry. I am my hair. I am my hair. I'm my hair too.
But you as well, Stephen, welcome to the panel. You do natural hair, correct? A lot.
I do. Do I need to use this?
You do everything.
You know what? I'm one of those people. I tell people all the time. I've been in the game now for 23 years professionally.
God bless.
A little bit longer than that before, because I was, the 14-year-old, 15-year-old doing hair at home in the kitchen, messing my mother's kitchen up. Color everywhere, just things everywhere, just ruining everything. And I'm grateful that she let me do that. But I do everything.
Right. I think that's what we've been talking.
And when I say everything, I mean, pretty much everything. Now, I market 1, 2, maybe 3 things. Primarily what I market is color.
Yeah.
The color that I market is this whole thing that I coined Black Girl Blonde, which actually has been controversial within itself. People say, what's up with you in this blonde thing? Oh my God, you do it well. I have one girlfriend that has a doctorate in women's studies. She's super brainy, very smart, very intelligent. And she said to me, she said, you know what? She said, I don't like the whole Black Girl Blonde thing. She said, I do not like that. And I said, why don't you like it? And she said, I just feel like, basically her whole point was that you are appealing to and you are promoting this whole Eurocentric ideal of beauty, which goes to the weaves. A lot of people and a lot of Black women feel that blonde hair, straight hair, weaves, anything other than what you were quote unquote born with, you are somehow wanting to not be yourself.
I can't.
Which I think speaks to this conversation and what people are talking about. But I say I do everything because, like Stormy, I've known Stormy for a very long time. Stormy says she changes her hair maybe every 3 to 5 months. She changes it every 3 to 5 days. What's in her hair today is not going to be there tomorrow. But I like that. That appeals to me because that's where I come from. If you've been doing this for 20, 30 years, we come from a place, especially as African-American hairstylists, where we didn't really have traditionally departmentalized salons.
Right, exactly.
We had to do everything. So there was no, I do cut and I do color and I do this and I do that. We did everything out of necessity.
Right.
So we had to learn to be good. And we had to do everything if you wanted to be profitable and if you wanted to make money. So for me, I feel like there has though, and I remember Jasmine when she did everything. And I felt like she did everything well. But I do think that in the marketplace that we're in now, things are so competitive. And not to diminish anything that she's saying, but I feel like you almost do have to become very niche based. And you almost have to choose.
That's true.
Will I do this or will I do that? And I think that if you market yourself as anti-weave or pro-weave, in a lot of ways, you can be more successful. The person that's doing everything, in some ways to me, is no longer as successful.
You know why though? Because today success is about your marketing.
Right.
It is. You can market yourself real well and create controversy
but you understand
and specialize in a particular area, you're now successful.
Exactly.
So even though you may not do hair that well, if you can market yourself real good on social media, more people will come to you because you market well. And a girl right across the street may be cheaper than you and may not post as good as you, but you'll go to that controversial person
before
that
social
gives
media,
you,
it was about how good you were.
Right.
That's not true anymore. Back in the day.
Now we live in a culture, and I'm sure you all can agree, it's about how popular you are.
Absolutely.
There are some people that know me, some people don't. I did TV, I did all kinds of there are people that are still much more popular than I am because social media is the driving media. It's not television, it's social media. And it doesn't mean there are some people that are super popular on Instagram that are very good too. I'm one of those people that's in the middle because of my age, almost 40, been doing it for 20 years. I'm not considered a youngin', but I'm not like old either.
Well, what's old, Steven?
Season. Okay. What I mean when I say that is that if you are in your 50s or 55 or 57, I hear a lot of stylists, and I'm not one of those people. They have a lot of resentment.
Because the new stylists do not take care of people's hair. That's why. And you old school people have more.
I think that's true.
No, that's
y'all get mad. You like when last time you got a conditioner, honey? Like you deep condition, you do all type of treatments and scalp this and this bill be $5,000 a year. But you got all these treatments.
I'm gonna say I am an old head at this point. I'll
That's
say that.
right.
But I'm
You did
older than
good
you.
work.
But I'm an old head. But a lot of the old head, my friends, my colleagues, Portia, you probably know, Sharita, you probably know, they are very resentful. And I think that one thing, let's say that I kind of jumped on the bandwagon even late with social media, getting myself out there. You know, it was Lawrence that said, you need to be on social media. And I thought, I don't want to be on social media.
Right.
It was like, you gotta be on social media.
Yeah.
So we have to do what we have to do to stay relevant. But I
Exactly.
think that the older heads have a lot more integrity.
Exactly.
The seasoned professionals. Let me say that. Yeah, the seasoned professionals. We have more integrity.
Right.
There's always been hustle in who we are. That's why we're successful. But now the stylists are just about, to me, the hustle. Period. How many people
It's
can
true.
I get? How
It's
many
true.
followers can I get? And how
It's
much
true.
money can I get? Don't come shampooed. Basically, show up. And let's get to it.
Right.
And it has really, and they are making the money and probably the lion's share of the money.
Exactly.
But they are diminishing the profession.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so that's really the challenge that
There you
I
go.
have.
Yes.
I have a whole lot of issues and a whole lot to say.
But my thing is,
Keep me on track.
I was about to go back to track because y'all took it off the track. My
The
thing
track, like
was
the weave track.
the track of the point of just, and I'm, like I said, I respect Razor Chick's grind and what she does, and you saying you get it and you understand it. My point is, it's about the delivery. Of demolishing the hair industry, the
Right.
weave industry.
Right.
It's like, is there a way, like when you post, you don't say don't wear weave,
I do not say that.
and you don't say weave takes the hair out.
No.
That was only our point, and we don't want to be on this subject too long, but
Right.
that was our point to her. And I just wanted her to understand that when she promotes that she has to understand that that's what it sounds like on social media.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even if that's the case, and maybe I'm too neutral as it relates to it, weave isn't going anywhere.
Nowhere.
It's not going anywhere.
not
So
going
even if that is
$19 billion
that's her
industry.
approach and that's her opinion, and I believe that some of what she has to say is very relevant. I'm sure we can all agree. Even if she uses that marketing tactic, that it takes your hair out, that this is why women are going bald, this is why women are still getting sew-ins. They're going to continue to wear it. They're going to continue to wear weave. People are going to do. Black women hair is huge to black women.
Exactly.
It's paramount.
It's been weave out since I've started doing hair. I've been doing hair for over
It's been weave out,
25 years now.
But I would like to go beyond the hair and say that
Yes.
it's really about the psychological chains that black people hold as people, more so than hair.
Ah, shit.
Black people are the only people that I know.
Get philosophical.
Black people are the only people that I know that are constantly making statements like, we shouldn't do this because they already think that we're this way. We shouldn't do that because they think we're this way. She's ghetto, and white people already think we're this way, or people already think we're that way. I think and again, that's conditioning. I think related to times past, slavery, but it's still relevant today. I'm serious, and it filters over into the hair industry. One should do what they feel.
Right.
Period.
Well, Stormy
Who
actually
cares?
said that earlier when she said the fact that she changes it. You even said it when you said she changes her hair every 3 days. And we talked about it earlier when I said that's amazing when a woman can change her hair daily,
But
weekly,
white women have
and it's
been wearing
amazing. White women do it as well.
Before we can afford it.
They do it as well.
High-end white salon, and they were wearing weave then. They're still wearing weave now. People say, "Oh, white women wearing weave now." Black women been doing it. White women been wearing it too.
They've been wearing
They
it.
just have a better
Before we
blend.
were born.
Trust. Before we were born, they were doing it.
Steven, they have a better blend. They have the hair texture that matches the weave.
But it's like,
They're not struggling
we
to
are a little bit too
blend.
sensitive to me about who wears a weave, who's natural, who doesn't have
Right.
one. It's become too much to me, the whole naturalista craze. I've not met one hairstylist, one professional who created this whole system, this chart. 1C, 4C, 2C, 3C, 4C.
State board don't even have that chart.
Right. I was going to say, State Board isn't
But
that.
consumers made that up.
Right, exactly.
And I think that aside from what Jasmine has said, the naturalistas, this whole group of people, they're to me more dangerous than that. And I love natural hair. I believe in that. I think that's great too. I do natural, relaxed. 90% of my clients are natural, but I don't promote that as the only way.
Right.
Most of my clients happen to be
That's
natural
it.
because I'm a colorist.
Right.
Right.
But it's not because
But that's
You know
the
what?
key.
That was it.
That's it right there.
The only way.
The only way.
And when it's saying the only way, it's a difference. So that's what Jazz is saying, that it's the only way to be.
I don't agree with
Right.
that.
That's what it
I
is.
don't agree with that.
And
That's
it's
the
so
point,
crazy
and it's
to
like
me.
saying that we're like the weave. That's my job. Weave is all day long. with
Right,
me.
that's how you make money.
And if this is how I make my money, I'm gonna understand you trying to push with your brand and what you're doing. But that's it. The only
But do
way.
you, okay, so, but by her making that statement, do you think, honestly for you, and maybe you have a concern for the greater whole, which I think you do, but has that impacted your business?
How do you
saying
know?
that-
How did you know?
We wouldn't know because the people that she spread the message to, we don't know what they're thinking. We don't know who she said that to, and we don't know if they was going to come to us or not
Exactly.
because.
Exactly.
But people have came to me and they said they have sat in her chair. So there's a difference on impacting my business. It didn't do, but the way she
It
may
could be
do
more
it.
skepticism.
Some people
it
are
could be
different in
more-
how they want to deal with business and how much they want to pay for their hair. There's
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
And I like to me, I'm affordable. People think I'm expensive because I do celebrity hair. I try to take the difference between salon hair and celebrity hair. You can't do that with these people who's paying in the salon. And I want to keep that because the people in the salon are going to be there forever.
Absolutely.
They're going to come because it's, where this is our 9 to 5 to them. So they're coming, it's like they're our regular customers.
Yeah.
What you was going to say?
Well, I mean, as it relates to the weave industry, I mean, the majority of people who know me know I do a lot of weaves too. So for me, I always know that my clients, they come to that and they get different services. Sometimes weave is an accessory. If you go into a concert and you feel like rocking short hair, you might get your short weave. If you feel like going Beyonce long, you might go long. So sometimes it's not always about the fact that I need it. Sometimes it's an accessory, and it's always up to the stylist if they're going to install it properly, right? That's the way that I was raised. My cosmetology teacher told me years ago when I was in school, way back in the day, I'm 21 years in, that it's not color that takes your hair out, it's people. It's not weave that takes your hair out, it's people that takes your hair out. So I know for me, when I post on social media, I constantly remind people in my captioning that this is properly installed. I may even show a foundation photo so they can see the edges are not touched with the track. I do that kind of marketing a lot because there are stylists out who market in the opposite way.
Right.
And I need to let my followers know that regardless of what you see out there,
I got you.
when you come to me, you safe.
Right.
Because it's not going anywhere.
I got you.
It hasn't really impacted. It may have, to me, in my mind, I'm thinking just in case.
Gotcha.
I'm going to make sure that they know
That's good.
that they're safe when they get in my chair.
That's good.
So-
that's to counteract the hating.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
the
I try to
negativity.
counteract it on a just in case. And I have clients who bumped into people outside, or even someone who maybe have called, like, I want to get a sew-in, but maybe the style that they desire, they should get a quick weave. So they're like, oh no, I can't do that glue. That stuff just, I'm like, well, how did they apply it? Right? So how they installed it, oh no, I don't do that. My foundation is done this way. And it's always like, oh, I can't wear glue because this, or I can't do this because, like, no, I don't know who you went to last, but when you sit in my chair, and I'm always thankful that I may have a client in there at the time who's like, oh no, mine's never itched like that, or mine's never, when I take mine out, it comes right out like that, no glue, whatever the case may be. So it's just funny to me that, when people market in that way, obviously, like you guys said, it's a way of marketing themselves, but at the same time, if you're going to tear down the opposite side of the industry, gotta be a little careful with that because it's so many techniques out there. Color can take your hair out. Relaxer can take your hair out. It's a lot of things that can take your hair out,
If done improperly.
right.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. Whatever it is we do to our clients in the chair, they trust us with their hair. They trust us to do it in a healthy way. And that's, to me, that's our only job, to make sure we do whatever we do in a healthy way.
And
That's
that's the bottom line with me when it comes to her saying just that it takes your hair out. It's just about saying, it's the stylist and who does it. Like the last one you admitted, you was like, you done weave and you took your own hair out and you can. Right.
And that was back before we knew of the potato styles we have today. So being that that happened to me, I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna happen to my clients. And like Kina said, I've had clients tell me, well, I don't want any glue in my hair. I said, well, how did they do your hair? I said, come in for a consultation and then I can explain to you how it's gonna be done. And then once they see me do it, or what have you, and when I do it on it, they are amazed and they'll tell me, they say, oh my God, of course, when I took my hair out, no hair was, all I had to do was cut the thread. I just pulled up. None of my hair came out. Actually, my hair grew. And I said, that's because there's no glue touching your hair, period. And a lot of times when people try to downgrade weaves or what have you, that's because they don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And that means that you need to get educated too. And I feel like everybody needs to be educated. You're never too, too grand that you don't need to learn. Everybody needs to learn. I'm always a student, always.
Yeah.
So I'm forever trying to learn.
Yeah, because to me, obviously, if you're saying that it takes your hair, you haven't seen my way.
Exactly.
So that's my thing.
And I did bring that up.
Right.
In the last discussion, I explained to Jasmine, me and Jasmine are very, very close, but like I explained here, we don't talk about hair. Right? It's something we don't talk about because we'll clash.
Right.
Because she doesn't understand. That's because she doesn't see how I do it. And I had to explain to her in the last discussion, I said, well, sis, if you see me do it, I think your opinion will not be as strong as it is. I also told her, I said, sometimes it's the way you say things. Your delivery comes up as if you're bashing the weed.
Right.
I said, and there are so many people in the industry that look at that. So many, like the customers, the clients are going to be like, oh my God, that's amazing what she's doing. But the stylists are going to be like, why is she saying it? This is what I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is she downgrading it like that? So, I talked to her, Terrence talked to her, it's about the delivery. And she said, this is what she see. I said, but you're not going to see that from my clients.
Right.
Right.
So, it's your delivery.
I always took up for. I'm the type of person, I try to stay in the middle. And
I always take a part. I get laid out.
I think it's the miseducation of the hairstylist, period.
Yes.
Right.
And I think for me as a coach and a stylist and a salon owner, so I'm working with salon owners, I'm working with stylists, and I'm working with beauty school students, and I have not seen as much division in this industry. And I've been under a European label for years. I mean, I was tied to a European label for over 15 years. And so to look at this industry, and for me, I want to say the division came with that Chris Rock movie. That's when I felt like we allowed a celebrity to come in our show and expose all kind of miseducation of relaxer, putting a frying an egg and relaxer. What was he doing? I mean, putting a balance.
Putting the can.
But it was okay because it was cute because y'all was gonna be on the movie.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, what you didn't realize was that this is about to tear you down in the next 5 years.
Yes.
So it's like opening the door to the enemy to let him come in and destroy your industry.
Right.
Because that movie became, what was it called? Black Hair?
Good hair.
Good Hair. So it caused so much division because I've been at shows, I've been on a different platform where I'm looking as a consultant from the outside in of the dollars, not the stylists, the dollars for distributors and manufacturers.
Right.
So for me to look at it from all angles, and my point is like, where did this division start? We never went to the show 20 years ago talking about relaxing, no relaxer. We did it because they were called blowouts.
Right.
But it was never a division.
Right.
And now with that, when you look back at that movie, you got your clients like, you've been putting this in my hair and people die and you can still see the relax on the head. Because of what a celebrity said.
Yeah.
And what all the people got on there and said, all the manufacturers that want to be seen,
As an influencer.
not realizing this was going to come bite you in 10 years.
Right.
Right.
So we got to be careful of that and really be cautious of who you allow in this industry. And that's when I tell students, when I go speak at schools, I don't want you in my industry. I want you to earn the right to be in my industry.
Amen. Thank you.
Because all y'all ain't made for this. It's cute and we make it look easy, and I'm sorry that I make it look easy, but it's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
Before I could touch a head, I was sweeping hair.
Right.
Right.
I mean, couldn't even touch it. Right.
And getting coffee. And
So
getting
I
coffee.
think, so now you got these, and then I blame my senior stylist, my seasoned stylist, because what happened was we was bought. We ran the city just by business card. I remember having clients under the dryer, and I went to lunch at Houston's downtown Atlanta. It's like 20 minutes away from the salon. And clients still waited on you.
Wow.
So we didn't have that professional level of excellence that when the millennials came and started doing this hair, they took it. So we didn't, and that's why when people, YouTube took our industry. No, you gave YouTube your industry. Because you had no standards of professionalism. We got an attitude when the phone rung. Why y'all keep calling the shop? You a business. We call to make an appointment. You know what I'm saying? We mad because the phone rung. We was trying to go to lunch at Houston's.
Be grateful for the client.
But do you understand
I've called and had that
where that
experience.
division comes in at? And I think we just the education part of it, and just with us, if stylists are working in your salon, most people are opening these beautiful salons, and I walk in there and be like, ego. I mean, this guy flew to me to North Carolina. I was like, can I be honest? $350,000 salon in the hood.
Ooh.
I said, can I be honest? I said, this is ego, and if you don't get it together, you're going to close in about 2 years.
In 2 years.
And he closed in 2 years.
Yeah.
And had an attitude. So they feel like they can come in this industry with a beautiful look. You have these. It was a beautiful salon down in Atlantic Station. A lady opened, and they just hire anybody because they want that part of that 19 billion.
I'm not doing it.
You know, so I think the more that the senior stylists and even young stylists, and that's why I'm grooming my daughter, you got to be a professional starting out.
Exactly.
Because if you started out like I started out, you will have the longevity in the industry.
Yeah.
So, but you're at a different starting point than me,
Right.
you know, because they do have the social media. They, like she said, they make money off it's the marketing. It's not about, I mean, I can look at, I hate Whoppers, but I can look at Whoppers and be like, by the time they put the pickle and the ketchup on it, I want a Whopper, you know.
You want one.
So I think we just have to get back to the education
Right.
and not so much the division. And people are going to say stuff that's offensive to whoever don't agree with them.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be opposition in opinions.
So I have a question. Why are so many stylists so rude? They're rude.
Wait.
Well, wait.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap that one up
Okay.
because that's what we're gonna get to. It's weird because it's still everything is about the piggyback. Because I wanted to go to you about what you spoke about, what you felt the topic was, because that's actually blending in with that, along with what I
And
got
I'm
to
a
say.
stylist.
No respect. I couldn't take it.
I told you we was mad when the phone rang. Where you going?
Right.
We going to run.
You know, it's so crazy because for me, I can't understand that why as a stylist, and I'm in the business, that once you touch a celebrity's head, maybe just one time, that now your bio changes. Now you're a celebrity
Now you're a
stylist,
celebrity
right?
stylist.
Now you're hard to talk to, hard to reach, and God forbid it's a really big one like a Cardi B or somebody. It's like now all of a sudden, someone like myself, 21 years in, extremely professional. I know what I'm doing. I'm expanding my brand and my market and my business. Now all of a sudden, when I see you out somewhere, it's like, hello, and you too Hollywood. So I don't understand that why when someone sits in your chair, it changes your whole demeanor.